So we have discussed an example of J1 equal to 1 and J2 equal to half, and we have identified all the possible M values. Okay, all the 6 possible states of M values and the corresponding kets Jm and the corresponding kets M1, M2. Now let us derive that second selection rule. So what is the largest value of, this is the proof of second selection rule 2, largest value of M1. What is the largest value of M1? That is J1. Okay. Next value of M1 is J1 minus 1. Largest value of M1 is J1. So largest value of M2 is J2. And largest value of M is J. Or you can say largest value of M is J max, which is nothing but M max. This is the idea obtained from that example. Largest value of M max, M is the one of the J value. Okay, so that is the maximum value of J. Maximum, we have got a set of M values. From that, maximum value of M is the, should be one of the J value, and that is naturally the maximum value of J. Okay, I think this is clear. We have a set of, we are adding J1 and J2. Correspondingly, we have a set of M1 values, set of M2 values, and combined with these two, we have a set of M values. From that, maximum value of M should be one of the J value, and that is the maximum J value, J max. And we know this first selection rule, M equal to M1 plus M2. Okay. Now we put maximum index for all these three. M max equal to M1 max plus M2 max. Put the max for all three. Okay. So M max is the J max. Okay. So J max equal to, what is M1 max? M1 max is J1. So J1 plus M2 max J2. So J max is J1 plus J2. That is the first idea. You simply add J1 and J2, you will get J max. That is what we told in the example also. Okay. Now corresponding to this J value, the system will have how many M values? Corresponding to this J equal to J1 plus J2, for a system with J equal to J1 plus J2 will have how many states? How many M states? 2J plus 1. 2J plus 1, which is equal to 2J1 plus 2J2 minus plus 1. 2J1 plus 2J2 plus 1 states, values for M. Okay, what are they? They are first value is, this is the j value, j1 plus j2. So my what are the m values? They are j1 plus j2, then j1 plus j2 minus 1, then j1 plus j2 minus 2, etc. It continues up to minus j1 plus j2. Okay. So in this series, this j1 plus j2 m equal to, in this series, m equal to j1 plus j2, first one, okay, is obtained only in one way. Is obtained only in one way. എങ്ങനെ കിട്ടാ? That is when m1 equal to j1 and m2 equal to j2. Okay. Then is that clear? The j1 plus j2 will be obtained only in one way, singlet state. That is a singlet state. Next value is this one. Okay. Second higher value. Second higher value of m is this one, j1 plus j2 minus 1. Okay, what is the degeneracy of that one? Is it a singlet state or a doublet state? It is a doublet state. This can be obtained in two ways. This can be obtained in two ways. A, m1 equal to j1 and m2 equal to j2 minus 1. See, this is m1 and this is m2. Second case, m1 equal to j1 minus 1 and m2 is j2. So this is a doublet state. Okay, so this is a singlet state. Singlet. Only one option is there. This is the doublet state. Now next value. What is the next higher value? This one, j1 plus j2 minus 1. Sorry, minus 2. j1 plus j2 minus 2. So I will write next higher value is of m j1 plus j2 minus 2. Next higher value of m is j1 plus j2 minus 2. So what is the degeneracy of that one? Okay. What is the degeneracy of this one? This can be obtained in three ways. Three different ways. Okay. So this is a triplet state. Three ways you can get it. I will write A, B, C. So what is M1? And what is M2? Okay. So one option is M1 equal to J1, M2 equal to J2 minus 1. Then sum is J1 plus J2 minus 2. Then M1 equal to J1 minus 1, M2 equal to J2 minus 1. Sorry, this is 2. First case, M1 equal to J1, M2 equal to J2 minus 2. Second case, M1 equal to J1 minus 1, M2 equal to J2 minus 1. Then also sum is this one. Third case, M1 equal to J1 minus 2, M2 equal to J2. So this is a triplet state. So multiplicity is 3. Here multiplicity is 2. This is a singlet state. So in this way you can continue the series until the final value is J1 minus J2. Okay. This series can be continued until the final value is, I will write, the series will continue until J equal to J1 minus J2. Okay. And here one condition is that this J should be always positive. So for that you can say J equal to J1 minus J2 when J1 greater than J2, then it will be positive. Or this can be J2 minus 1 J1 when J2 greater than J1. Okay, so J1, J2 you can take as you like, which no need of taking J1 always bigger. J2 can be taken bigger, larger value. So however, this J value should be positive. So final value of J is J1 minus J2 or J2 minus 1 J1. So that this should be, J should be always positive. Okay. So if J1 greater than J2, then it is J1 minus J2, then it will be positive. If J2 is greater, then it is J2 minus J1. So we can write, better we write modulus J1 minus J2. That is the best option. Okay. So negative values of J not allowed. I will write here negative values of J not allowed. That is one thing you have to take care. Negative values of J not allowed. J cannot be negative, never. Okay. So we can write the possible values of J. J constitute a series. Okay. What is the series? Possible values for J. J had a series. J can form a series. First, the maximum value is J1 plus J2. Okay. Then J1 plus J2 minus 1, etc. Then J1 plus J2 minus 2, etc. etc. Finally, J1 minus J2. Okay. This is when J1 greater than J2. or you can write the same series, J1 plus J2, J1 plus J2 minus 1, etc., etc., J2 minus J1 when J2 greater than J1. So this series is known as Clebsch-Gordon series. And the selection rule, what we obtain from this is selection rule. Second selection rule obtained from this is the J value varies between maximum value J1 plus J2 and minimum value modulus J1 minus J2. So this is the second selection rule. J value can vary between modulus J1 minus J2 and modulus J1 plus J2. Is that clear? So first we explained with 2 examples. Then you understood how to form the J values, their upper and lower limits. Okay. So correspondingly, we can have the different states for ket Jm as well as ket M1, M2. So if these 2 selection rules, first one M equal to M1 plus M2, second selection rule, this J varies between J1 minus J2 and J1 plus J2. If these two, under these selection rules, we can learn the Clebsch-Gordon coefficients, how to obtain the formula for Clebsch-Gordon coefficients. Okay. Now few more minutes, so I will explain one more thing. So next topic is we are going to derive the recursion formula for Clebsch-Gordon coefficients. So shall we do it today or next day? So today we only derived the second selection rule.
Next day.
Next we have to derive a formula for finding the Clebsch-Gordon coefficient under these selection rules, 2 selection rules. Okay. So shall I start after some 10 minutes? Let me stop recording.